Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Friday the 30th of January. Okay, last day of the trading month. So what we've got in store today then. First things first, looking at the news, and well, not a great deal going on here. We've got some late inflation data, the PPI, Producers Price Index, so that's coming out at 130. Canadian GDP, that's a monthly figure, never really hits the markets too hard. It will have an effect on the Canadian dollar normally, fractionally, but it's not major. So people still look at the quarterly figures more significantly. Anyway, there we are. Not a great deal today then, so a relatively quiet one. Look what we got here. Sorry, I saw it all day. German inflation data. That'll be all morning then. Right, okay. So that'll give us a bit of an idea of the German inflation at least, but less impact than a lot of other news. Right, let's get on. Look at the technicals, and we start off with the euro dollar as ever. And that was good. Let's pop that back in there. I've got a sticky mouse again by the looks of it. It's just stuck to it. There you go. Right, hopefully that's going to stay there. So, well, as you can see, off this morning again, it recovered a bit yesterday, but the overall picture here, oh, for goodness sake, what's going on? The 4 hourlies here. 4 hourlies. It's alright. Wrong pivots kicking in here. Got a daily pivot. I need a weekly pivot on there. This is all sorry, my system's all changed. It doesn't store the information as it should do. Anyway, lower highs, low lows. A bit of a weird old bit of price action kicking here on the 4 hourlies, not looking particularly great. And the dailies, as you're coming down to dailies here, lower highs coming through. Not really lower lows all of the time here, but could roll back here, but just in betweeny. Don't particularly like it at all. You can't make the euro out. What hope have you got, eh? The pound is a very similar picture here this morning. 4 hourly, just not really cutting it, range bound if anything. It's tried to get up there. It's just with both of these, it just looks like they're failing a little for me. They've just not got the oomph to continue much further, and perhaps we'll see more dollar strength. Apparently, Trump is opting for potentially a more hawkish person to take over the central bank, the Fed. So, or lead the Fed, I should say, when I say take over it. Okay, US yen. Yen's struggling a little bit here. I'm still short on this, and it's I think I'm 9 pips down when I looked a moment ago. Possibly not quite so much now, but it's just not moving this week. I was saying earlier, it's just sort of the swap costs is just building up. It's just not doing it for me at the moment. I was hoping that this was going to run more by the weekend, and I'll be up at bit. I think I might just leave it alone. Sometimes you want to interfere with things. My overall original plan was looking at it on the short side for a continuation of the bigger thing that was going on here. Well, of course, it moved about 500 pips or more, 700 pips from the highs there. Perhaps that this is the correction, but I was expecting something more significant, but it's not followed through. Okay, anyway, nothing on it for today. It's sitting this quarterly pivot. It's just sitting around the quarterly pivot at the moment. Aussie dollar. So Aussie dollar rolling back as well. This has been one of the stronger ones, but with commodity prices coming off a little bit, gold coming off, and it's going to hit the commodity currencies a little bit more. Lower highs, lower lows flicking through here. It's a fickle old market, isn't it? A break of these lows here could see more of a correction. Again, it just looks like the dollar strength is running right the way across the board. US dollar CAD. This looks to me like something that's still got some scope. It's ironic. Someone had given me or talks about an article at the beginning of the year saying the CAD's toast. If anything, the CAD's actually been the strongest. It looks like we could get a run down towards this S1. It's probably the star performer this morning. There we go. It's one to watch. I don't trade them before. It's just 2 minutes past 8, but I give it about 30 minutes or so. So just let it do its thing a little bit. It might work itself out on that. The pound, I'm just looking at the pound and the euro. They're both trying a little bit to correct themselves here. The New Zealand dollar the same, just trying to push its way back up there. Perhaps they will continue in that upward direction, but they all look iffy to me. That's it, apart from the CAD. The CAD's sort of the outlier there. Right, other markets, looking at gold, well, that's down 4% today. It's just silver's down nearly 8%. Yeah, so gold, just come to the picture there. Maybe it's topped out for now, gold. But you've got to be so wary of these. But I mean, a break of these lows here would be it's a significant sort of change of direction here. It's dropped $1,000. Not looking good at all. I don't know what I'm looking at natural gas for. I was going to look at silver whilst I'm here. It's quite a correction there for now. 106, 14, 15, 18 pips or so down. Dollars down. So a relatively solid panic maybe. Grab the profits. We'll see what develops from here, but it's certainly changed the course a little bit. Right, equity markets then. Just look at oil. Oil had pushed up the day before. It pushed up quite solidly, back up to $66, but has come off 1.5%, just over this morning. Not looking pretty. It was never a great surprise, as I've been saying for a while now. The low oil prices just don't suit producers rather. Manufacturers. Okay, right. S&P's down nearly 1% here. Had quite a shocker yesterday, and again, just looking on that soft side. Trump won't like this effect on the markets. It's not what he wants to see. He wants to be seen as the man that takes the S&Ps to the moon. Not the and back bit. Perhaps that's what we might be getting. Okay. FTSE. Quite a mess here, isn't it? I'm looking forward to looking at the DAX. Looked weak yesterday, the DAX. Let's have a look at the DAX. It's only down about 0.3 this morning relative to the others. This is the least weakest. Oh goodness. I've just been told that Trump's now going to war with the Canadian jet manufacturers. He doesn't like Canada much, does he? They talk back at him. It's not what he wants. Low highs, low lows. DAX does look softish, but well, just catching a bit of a bounce on this current bar here. Be interesting to see what reaction, if it gets if it gets back up to its pivot there. But I just don't like the price action there. It did come off beautifully in the end there yesterday. Came off quite early there at 8 o'clock, and later on here it came for another dash down, with the other markets looking weak for sure. Overall big picture here, it has taken out the lows of giving us a more significantly lower high here. I mean, these markets in the last couple of few days even, they really have taken a battering, haven't they? Right, I shall leave you there with them. I wish you a good weekend. There's not a great deal there. There was the US dollar CAD is the potential continuation. We'll see what happens. It's just catching a little bounce at the moment on the shorter time frame. A minor bounce. Right, I will leave you there. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you back on Monday. Bye for now.